Get the Dough, recorded at Peter Pan Doughnuts in Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
I'm so excited. Yeah. What is that one down there? Is that lemon? Oh, wow.
It's his first time here, so you know.
I'm like a little kid, a big donut fan. You get a French toast one. That looks like a popular one. All right, I think what, 3 donuts?
I don't need more than that.
Yeah, I think we're good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Get the Dough. I'm here with my very special guest today, Jason Grimsty, aka Broke MC, a multidisciplinary artist living in Brooklyn, New York. He's been a staple of the hip-hop scene in the city for a long time, and it is my great pleasure to present you guys with his take on getting the dough. Jason,
What's up?
you have been a part of the music scene in New York for a long time. I met you, we were at the Lesson, it was one of those late nights. This is the second interview, of course we have to start talking about the Lesson. So firstly, why don't you talk about, I know you have a very, very wide scope of art forms. I know you've done mixed media, graffiti style stuff. Obviously you have tons of releases, you have over 10 releases on Bandcamp right now, and you've worked with a live band. So tell me, what was the first piece of music that really got you interested in this culture?
Wow, that is an amazing question. I was a huge fan of soul coughing in college. I mean, in high school, I listened to Biggie and Pac like everyone else, and Missy. I came up in like 94 to 97. Not to age myself or date myself, but so I came up in mid 90s in high school, and I listened to everything then. But I think I came into my own for hip hop in college, and it started with soul coughing, and this was around the time where Napster popped off. So I started to find underground rap, stuff like Atmosphere, like Company Flow, like Black Alicious, Hyro, And the cool thing about Napster is you could go and look at other people's libraries and just like take all the stuff that you've never heard of. So as far as hip hop goes, with like the mid 90s indie hip hop scene, Midwest, West Coast, New York, foundation of like wanting to perform hip hop came from like the indie scene of the 90s.
What edge do you have in, obviously maintaining oneself in New York is not, oh God.
It's not easy.
Like I'm looking off to the side like, oh God.
It's not
It is not easy. What tactics have you used to maintain capital and maintain the diversity of business that you do as an artist?
On my come up, I temped a lot. I didn't want to wait tables anymore. I'd done that all through college. I got here and a homie was temping, and it's easy money. If you have a degree, you can go in, you can sit in an office and answer a phone every couple hours and write rap verses. And through that time, diversifying the art that I make from painting or writing or music or acting and filmmaking, I've sort of been able to wean myself off of that and am able now to subsist off of my other grinds. I mean, I came to New York to either do music or to do acting. And because I came up in a band and like hip hop was like such a passion at the time, I pursued hip hop hard. I went really hard. I went to all the open mics. I was putting out albums. I joined a crew. we hosted an open mic for years, and that was what I wanted to do. About 5 or 6 years ago, I switched gears and started doing acting more. And funny enough, that actually became much more lucrative, much more quickly for me. I think I got a little lucky. I landed a couple roles in indie films, indie features, like lead roles. I was able to build my reel. I got a commercial that saved my ass and got me my SAG card, and now it's just like that's one of my main hustles is acting. I still do music. I'll do music until I die, but like acting and writing are like my main bread and butter right now.
That's a beautiful thing. I think there is sort of a prevailing theory that with a lot of musicians you have to be 100% in. And the reality is that without all of these different ways of expression, you're really missing out on the beauty of diversity.
I mean, I've found that creative people tend to not be singly creative, Like people who want to express themselves or tell stories. You know, like I really consider myself a storyteller. They'll do that either with paint or crayons or words or their voice or their body. You know, like I love modern dance as much as I love hip hop. You know, like I will be moved by any art form that anybody takes seriously with their whole heart, body, and soul, you know? And I think that's a hip-hop thing, you know? Because what I've discovered in my, like, you know, 15-plus year hip-hop career is that authenticity is what's valued, at least among rappers, among MCs, is authenticity is valued above anything else, you know? You don't have to be the sickest, fastest rapper in the cypher to get respect, as long as you're not fronting. You know, to be anything you're not. So yeah, I feel like why not explore those other creative realms if you have the time to. That being said, there's an argument for like going hard for the one that you think is gonna get you the furthest, fastest, and be making smart decisions about that. You know, if heads aren't chasing you down to make art, to pay you to make their idea of art, then you just need to get the technology and the crew to help you manifest your ideas on your own. And so I started a film production company. And I, over the years as I've been working, I've been making connections with cool people who are also talented. I think ideally you want like a core team of people who you vibe with, who also like take their jobs very seriously.
That's an important tip.
And treat it like a job, even though like creation is fun and all, but I mean, there's so many jokers out there who set out to do something and then like waste everybody's time because they can't follow through. I'm the king of the follow through. I will claim that. I am the king of the follow through. I've produced several short films. Some of them have won awards. I'm continuing to do that. I just finished writing a novel, which I'm shopping around to publishers right now, and still working on music stuff too.
What do you feel has been your biggest challenge in pursuing these art forms?
If you want to do it, you can do it. You know, the challenge thing, it's like there's always adversity. There's always, you know, people trying to bring you down or a lack of funds, but you can overcome it all. You know, you just got to treat it like, you got to look at your situation. You got to constantly reevaluate the ground that you're on and just make that next step no matter what. So I don't know that I've encountered, you know, huge adversity other than just the fact that it's hard to do things with no corporate sponsorship, without, you know, rich people trying to throw money or like ride your coattails or, you know, like I create dope art with people that I love to make dope art with. And I hang some of it on my wall. I give some of it away. I listen to a lot of it. I watch it. Like, I don't need much more, man, you know? Like, as far as getting rich or whatever, who cares? Like, we're in New York. We're surrounded by creative people, and I feel like the biggest blessing is just to be able to create with them.
The richness of creation.
Yeah.
It's a human richness.
Yeah.
What is your biggest piece of advice to people who are looking to quote unquote get the dough?
I do make money off of my art in its various forms. It's a hustle, you know, like it's all a hustle. You can't just expect people to come running after your stuff these days. You can't think that you're special, you know. You have to be true to yourself. You have to be prolific. You have to not spend too much time playing video games. And this is important because I don't mean to hate on video games, but one of the biggest struggles I found in this city is the balance between going out to support other people's stuff and staying home to work on your own.
Oh my God.
It's the hardest because there's so much cool stuff going on, and you want to go out and your homies got it. It comes to a point where you have homies having shows every night.
Right.
And if you go out and support all of them,
then you're not gonna
get anything done, you know? But people who are creating recognize that you're creating too, so you can't get too mad about not being able to go to everything. You need to make your own stuff, and you need to be diligent about it, you know? I mean, as a writer, they say you got to create a schedule. You got to wake up early in the morning and write for 5 hours, or write for your 5 hours at night when everybody's asleep. And you got to do it every day. You got to write every day. Whatever you're going to do, you got to do it every day. And if you can find time to go out and build with people, because that's important too, you should, because inspiration comes from that. Collaborations come from that. Opportunities come from that. But above all, you need to be behind yourself making stuff every day.
That's amazing. Yeah. Now here's the best part of this interview. We've been waiting for this the whole time. We are currently actually at Peter Pan Donuts and
In Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
And we've got all of these wonderful donuts right here. I have the French toast donut. What else we got in this bag? We got the blueberry buttermilk donut.
They need to get a better look at that.
We need
We're
to
gonna
look at
gonna-
that.
Boom. Boom. You want it. But it's mine.
And of course, I have to get the chocolate cream donut.
You know Misha's gonna get one with sprinkles. You know, that's
Jimmy's.
it's a given.
As they say in Boston, but we are non-Boston. We are in Brooklyn.
And we just got the dough.
Now let us eat. Oh my God.
Oh, people don't know about Peter Pan.
You don't. This is good. This is
Makes
good.
you a kid again, you know? Damn. Is that Bavarian cream or something?
It's like on top of the donut. So look at the consistency of this donut. It's nice and fluffy. It's a fluffy donut. People don't realize this, but after you get the dough, you might have to do a series called Get the Veggies or something, or Get the Greens. You get unpacked immediately. Donut.
Get to the gym.
That's same premise, but we'll eat it like vegan spots or something.
I'm into that.
What's your next big project for this coming year?
You know, I've recently become enamored with podcasts. I love new music, you know? That's why I write for the Deli, because so I can put some shine onto my homies. I'm starting something called the New York Open Mic Podcast. And I'm gonna go to open mics, as many as I can every month, and I'm gonna cherry pick the best performances, and I'm gonna stitch them together into a monthly half-hour, hour-long podcast of like the best music you've never heard of.
Be on the lookout for that. You want to plug your socials?
Broke MC on most places, The Broke MC on Instagram. You can just go to brokemc.com and I got clicks to everything. So just go to brokemc.com and you can see what I'm up to.
Ladies and gentlemen, always remember, get the dough.
Get that dough!